know what you made of that fight. That must go down as a classic.
It was a classic,
at least in the last.
It was like the first fight. You know, Chisora was fighting out of his skin, and it looks like he's gonna take it to points. I mean, I never thought like Chisora was gonna take it on points. I'd never put money on that, but that was a good scrap. I was kind of disappointed to see him get knocked out, and I was disappointed to see him get the loss on the first fight. So.
Yeah, because the first fight, I think a lot of people said that they felt that he should have won it.
Yeah,
Obviously, they gave it to Whyte.
But I wasn't sure if it was a romantic decision because it's Chisora and like he fought out of his skin, and he fought out of his skin tonight. Yeah. And Dillian Whyte's got a lot of in his armoury. He's beaten a lot of great guys, you know, like so. You know, it's romantic, isn't it? My heart would have put money on Chisora, but my head would have put money on Dillian Whyte taking it in the late round. So it kind of was what it was, but we bought into the narrative, and Chisora was in there up till what, 11 was it? Gutted. Yeah.
At the point of the knockout, did you think Chisora was ahead?
Yeah, I would have given him 1 or maybe 2. Yeah, ahead. Yeah.
Where does Chisora go from here? Because obviously we know he's been training with David Haye. Looks like he's had a new lease of life. I mean, maybe people didn't predict or expect that he was going to win today, but what's his plan to go forward?
I don't know. Takam rematch? I don't know. I mean, Takam, Dillian Whyte, they're similar guys, aren't they? Yeah. They've got a brilliant fight between them, you know. So I don't know. I mean, that's not much of a way for him. I like Chisora. He's a good guy. I don't know. I've got no idea really. Where does he go?
Someone suggested Miller. Do you think that'd be too much?
That'd be a good fight. Yeah, I met Miller was here tonight. He was here, wasn't he? Yeah. So let's see. I mean, Miller's unproven. But Chisora's a legend, man. He's had a late kind of like, he's had an Indian summer in his career, isn't he? He's shining bright, and he's getting fans again, and it's brilliant. It's nice.
What about Dillian Whyte? What's his next step? We know he's spoken about Wilder. He's challenged him, obviously, for the WBC. He's battled here actually against AJ, and we know AJ's got Wembley booked April the 13th. Is that the next fight? It has to be for him.
I don't think AJ's going to take it. I don't think he'll take it. It's too well.
He's going to get accused of ducking if he doesn't take it, because.
And so he should. Yeah. And so he should. I think he was ducking. I think he's been ducking. I mean, you know, like the thing is realistically, it's the top 3 is AJ, Fury, and Wilder. Below that, Dillian Whyte. So, if you're not, it's a hard fight against Dillian Whyte. He's a hard guy. Like he doesn't lay down. We sort of saw him get knocked down against Parker, but that's it. He's a tough guy. Like,
do you think does he feel that he's got too much to lose by fighting Whyte and not enough to gain?
Yeah, he's got too much to lose to fight Wilder. He's got too much to lose to fight Fury, but it's going to happen at some point. It's going to peak. These 3 guys are the new generation of the heavyweight division, and they're all British. Apart from Wilder, obviously, sorry, but like, you know, it's going to kick off, man. The heavyweight
what I was going to say, heavyweight division's back, but maybe not as where it used to be, but there was a period under that Klitschko, those 10 years, where nobody cared about it, but now we're actually speaking about it, and it's the British fighters that are putting it back on the map.
Yeah, do you know what? AJ could have been around for that, like, you know, the guys like, you know, back in the day, Lennox Lewis. He could have fought in that. He could have fought in that era. He could have fought in the Holyfield era. He could have been up against them boys. He could have been competitive against them.
Spurs.
Yeah, and those boys. Yeah.
That's a big shout. That's a massive shout.
He could have done.
But surely he needs to prove himself against his people in his generation, let alone what's happened in the past.
He's yet to do it yet.
Out of those 3, who's the best?
I think Fury. I think Fury.
We'll have to wait and see. I think
Fury's the man.